Hey, Ag Teacher Thoughts here, coming at you with another video. Today we're making mozzarella cheese. So all of my students that are currently homesick, you're missing cheese day, but that's okay. So we're shooting a brief video so that you can get a chance to see what's going on. So we've heated the milk. We're using a half gallon of milk. We've heated that to 115 degrees. So remember the recipe we were looking at for 2-ingredient mozzarella. It's been heated to 115 degrees. And we're now ready to add our coagulant, so our plant-based rennet substitute that we're going to use. That's going to be 7 tablespoons of white vinegar. So we're going to go ahead and add that now. And I'm going to give you a chance to look at that as it goes in. So give me just a minute. Okay, so what I want you to do now is set your thermometer off to the side. Okay, you're going to pick this up and the whisk. You're going to slowly stir that in. So pour it in there and stir. Okay. Okay, keep stirring faster. Get all of it in there. Every little drop. There you go. Keep stirring. See how it's coagulated right there? We need to get that all mixed up. So what we've done here is we're using a acid to replicate the rennet that we would normally have in cheese. So this is the white vinegar, and this is the process that's going on inside of the stomach of a young calf. So stir kind of vigorously and go back and forth. Go the other direction now. Okay. So with this, when the milk hits the stomach of the calf, the enzymes are released out of the lining of the stomach, and that's an enzyme called rennet. Switch directions. And that causes the fat globules to clump together and form what you would know in cheese making as curd. So what we're going to do is we're going to stir this one around. And is it kind of feeling clumpy in there? Can you feel little chunks?
Yeah.
So we're going to stir this around for just a little bit, and then we're going to let it sit for 20 minutes for all of that to start to congeal and come together. And then we're going to squeeze out the whey. So if you know the nursery rhyme, Little Miss Muffet sat on her tuffet eating her curds and whey, this is curds and whey currently. Okay, you think that's been about 30 seconds?
Yeah.
Okay, stir real good backwards one more time. Okay, and then forward, make sure you get all the way to the edges. All right, so go ahead and take your whisk, and you want to tap. Go ahead and just tap that on the edge. Try to get the curds to come off. Might have to tap it a little bit harder. Keep going. You can kind of scrape some of that off, not with your fingers, but just with the edge. Okay. Well, call it good. Go ahead and put that in the sink. We're going to go ahead and put the top on this one. And we're going to let that sit for 20 minutes. Now we have one more going, so we're going to go over and we're going to look at that one. Are you at 115? Okay. Yep, go ahead and turn it off. Okay, so we're going to do this again. So how about you want to add it, or you want me to add it? So you're going to add it and stir. So add it and stir. Stir at the same time. Okay, so make sure you stir all the way around the edges. Okay, switch directions because you want to make sure that we're getting this all in there. Can you feel the clumps coming? The clumps are forming in there. Okay, lift your whisk up for a second. Okay, see all those curds that are formed? All right, keep going. Keep stirring that in. So we're going to stir this for about 30 seconds. And then we'll let it rest for 20 minutes. Oh, yours is clumping really well. There we go. You can see those curds really forming in this one. So on this, the curds are the big clumps in the center, and then if you can see, the milk has actually changed color, so we get kind of a clear yellow that's left over. And that clear yellow liquid is your whey. Okay, go ahead and tap all of that off of your whisk. Okay, let me get a fork or something for you real quick. There, let's kind of get that off of there. That works really good. You're going to have to remember that as a trick. Okay, go ahead and put your whisk in the sink. And we're going to go ahead and cover this, and we'll let it sit for 20 minutes. So that's the main part of cheese making, is we are heating it up. So we heat it to 115 degrees, we added our white vinegar, and then we stirred it for about 30 seconds to allow the curds to form. Now, normally after 20 minutes, we would go ahead and press out the whey, but with our class, it's going to end right before we get this all finished. So won't be able to show you that part today. We'll actually work on that tomorrow. So tomorrow we're going to clump all of this together. We're going to remove the curds from the whey, and we're going to squish out the excess whey, and then we're going to pasteurize our cheese by heating it up to between 160 and 170 degrees. And then we're going to pull the cheese, we're going to mix it around to start to develop those long chains that you might recognize as the string that comes out when you eat mozzarella cheese. So this is what we do in ag classes, is we explore all sorts of various industries, and in this case we're wrapping up a unit on dairy, and our capstone for this is making cheese. So this is part 1 of probably 2 or 3 videos, so stay tuned to watch that. And as always, I hope you learned something. Ag Teacher Thoughts out.